going to go with that high risk, high reward. And I'm going to go with the 2 rookies that have a lot of hype behind them. As Eric just said, with Chicago trading up to get David Montgomery, why not give it a shot? If this guy has the potential, it can work out. And injuries will still happen, so you got to be active during the season, pick up on waivers. So maybe this can work out for me. I'm going to double down on my running backs. Now we have 3. I feel pretty good in that position, and now start filling out in other roles.
All right, there we go. Kenny Galladay went next. Mark Ingram, Julian Edelman, Derrick Henry, Chris Godwin, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Bucks. I think he's prone for a breakout. He didn't quite make it back to me. I'm now on the board. I see someone that I really, really want. I need another wide receiver.
Yeah, I know who you're going for.
This is very difficult.
You want me to pick it for you?
Who am I picking?
You're going for Woods.
Robert Woods.
Absolutely.
This guy is an absolute stud. People forget just how good he was. Even in Buffalo, when he had no quarterback, he was terrible.
No doubt.
But he goes to a team, like this is a legit offensive star.
Yeah.
Now, he gets buried in the fact that he is on a team with 2 other awesome wide receivers, a great running back, and a quarterback.
One of which just got picked up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Cooper Kupp. I didn't think that I would be able to get them back. I wasn't going to stack them anyway.
No.
But Phillip Lindsay, I think that's a risk. I'm not crazy about that pick there. A.J. Green, Chris Carson, James White, Cooper Kupp. Jarvis Landry, that puts me back on the clock here at 5:04. I have 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and this is where you kind of look at the list and you're like, okay, who's out here? Who's available? What running backs are available? What tight ends or what wide receivers are available? And where, if I'm going to pass, am I going to be able to pick up someone else? I'm looking at the picks coming up for. Oh, God. Running backs, it starts to get really thin here. I can't take Latavius Murray, who may get back to me in the next round, especially since I have Alvin Kamara. I'm not going to handcuff this early. Darrell Henderson, I'm not crazy about either. Darius Geis, I can't trust him to stay healthy. So do I look at possibly taking another running back here and stretching a little bit and hoping that he plays out because there is more depth at the wide receiver position? So that's where my head's at right here. Then I'm looking at someone like Sony Michel, Tariq Cohen, and Kenyon Drake. I'm avoiding Kenyon Drake. I love the player. I just don't think that he's going to stay healthy or he's honestly going to get the opportunity with Balazs there as well, too. So I'm going to take a risk. I do think it's a risk, but I'm going to go with Sony Michel here in the 5th round.
I think if you really watch, because he's staying in New England, right? Yeah?
Yeah, he is, but they just drafted a running back too. This is a risky pick. So Sony Michel's a risky pick here.
Sure, but depending on, you can play that. You don't have to start him every week. You just watch the matchups, and maybe it would play better.
He's not my in my top 2. So I can stream him a little bit or play.
You
the
can
matchup,
absolutely have success with a guy like that.
Okay.
Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Tyler Boyd, Andrew Luck. So we're seeing another quarterback go down, and Evan Ingram, tight end. Those are all going. So at this point, what pick is this for me? This is my 5th pick.
5'10".
Yep. So, boy, I was looking at wide receivers like, I could use someone else. Right now, I'm a little flustered on who I have as my options. There are a lot of ones to pick from, including Alshon Jeffrey, which, 2017 maybe. But I don't know.
I mean, do you want someone like Alshon Jeffrey? Or do you want someone with an upside like Moore? I think DJ Moore is someone that can give you quite a bit. He has a great quarterback.
I'll give you this. So for PPR, he had 10 more receptions, but half as many receiving touchdowns. So
he was a rookie last year, and it takes rookies a little while to get into the system. But Alshon Jeffrey, I think he kind of falls down Amari Cooper.
When I look at a list like this, I just say, I'm going to put this away right now. I'm going to go after maybe someone like a tight end or a quarterback. Yes, I'm going to take the bait. Round. Yeah, and I'm going to try to lock someone in who I can feel good about week over week, because I have another pick, Eric, in 4 turns, and that might actually help me decide.
You're going to give up a good wide receiver for you. You only got 1 wide receiver. You need 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, I do need 3. You're right. So that is a bit of an adjustment. However,
right. You got 10 seconds.
All right. I'm going to go McDonald.
You went Vance Dance McDonald. That sure is you could probably could have got him in like the 10th or 11th round.
You're probably right.
Oh no. Deshaun Watson, DJ Moore, Tariq Cohen, and Tevin Coleman went next. You're back on the clock. 6:03.
All right.
You fell on your face there with Vance Dance McDonald.
It happens sometimes.
Now you're coming up.
Yes, so I'm back in it.
What are you
I'm
going to
look at... so not much has really opened up here for me, as you can imagine, with some wide receiver options. That's what I'm really looking at. Definitely need to get someone else. I'm going to look toward...
Yeah, so some of the wide receivers, you got
actually,
Mike Williams.
and that's exactly who I'm
Alshon
looking
Jeffrey,
at. So
Dante
that's
Pettis, Robbie
San Diego
Anderson.
talent. They had a lot of success last year. I think the
Yeah,
ball's going to be
they
flying
have some
again.
vacated targets there.
That is what an answer I was kind of looking for to get flushed out. So
Mike
there we go.
Williams,
That's
good
my
pick.
answer.
I'm high on Mike Williams. I was high on him last year. He was hit and miss last year, but there are some vacated targets there of the other Williams that went up to Oakland. So I think that there's an opportunity for Mike Williams to definitely break out.
We lost another quarterback and a couple of tight ends. By the way, Eric.
Kenyon Drake, OJ Howard, Aaron Rodgers, Hunter Henry. Here's the thing, man. Like when if you draft a tight end early, yeah, they're going to go, but I know that they're missing out on wide receivers or running backs that I can get now because they're not going to draft 2 tight ends. They're just not. I'm going to be able to pick up, I will be off the trash heap, but I'll be able to pick up a tight end later. Alshon Jeffrey, boy, you are not on my radar. I want someone that's an up-and-coming stud, a player that is in a system that really had an opportunity to break out last year. He played really well down the stretch. I think that this is someone that can do really well. He had 828 yards last year, 6 touchdowns with a quarterback that wasn't his starting quarterback. I'm going to go with Dante Pettis in San Francisco. This guy is prone for a breakout. He's going to be my third wide receiver as well too. I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay. And it's going to circle right back to you. And lost the Browns quarterback.
Oh, Baker, man,
so we're losing a lot of names now on the QB.
Starting to lose another tight end as well too. I'm curious at how this is going. I'm okay with this.
How does that make you feel?
I'm fine.
You're
because
okay? All right.
If I wasn't going to get someone in the middling tier, so that OJ Howard, Evan Ingram territory, if it just happened to continue to fall, I wasn't going to take a tight end early. Anyway, I don't take quarterbacks early. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it at this point.
Sure.
Especially quarterbacks.
So what are you thinking about?
Oh, I'm filling out my depth, wide receiver and running back.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at. I got 3 of each right now. I need another one. It's kind of like who's there, who's available. Rashad Penny is very attractive to me right here.
Sure.
Darius Geis, I love the talent, but I just don't know that he can stay healthy. Darrell Henderson, especially if Todd Gurley goes down, is going to be a stud. And I already got 3 running backs, so maybe this is where I take someone with a ton of upside. And Darrell Henderson. Latavius Murray, I'm not stacking on top of Alvin Kamara. I'm just not going to do that right now. And then I look at someone like Jordan Howard. Maybe he can do something for me as well too. But I'm going to pass on that because I just don't believe in Philadelphia running game. I do want someone with upside, and I think that there is someone that can truly do it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my shot here. I think that. I think I'm leaning Rashad Penny, and I'm leaning Rashad Penny simply because I believe that he will be able to take over that role. I think that Chris Carson's a good running back, but even last year, Penny, without really starting kind of those first 4 games, had 700, 100 yards, 200 catching. I think that he's someone that I want, so I'm going to take Rashad Penny.
Okay. Very good. It's going to come on down to me. Let's first see who is getting lost in the mix there. Darius Geis, Will Fuller, which kind of I had my eye on.
Yeah.
Eric Ebron, Allen Robinson, and Drew Brees. So I'm starting to think kind of all over the place. What do I need? And not to take a page from Eric's book, but should I look at depth? For me, I like to approach it as who do I still need to keep myself just relevant on the needs of the team. So I do glance over at quarterbacks. Still have Matt Ryan, Wentz, Murray, Wilson, Newton, Goff, and Jameis Winston, Rivers, Roethlisberger. So there is quite a bit of talent there still. So I'm going to look toward back to getting a wide receiver. Larry Fitzgerald, man, that guy doesn't age. I'm not going to get him. I'm going to go Geronimo Allison, actually. And I was looking at either Sammy Watkins in that mix, but I'm going to go Geronimo, see if he has a bit of more of an upside year with some changes up in Green Bay.
Good upside pick.
All right. Then still looking at back in my my pick here, I might actually now. You know what? No, I'm going to fill that last wide receiver, so that way I'm not grasping at straws here later on. And go. I'm going to go with my guy Sammy Watkins because he's there, and that's who I was looking for.
Yeah.
So why not?
There you go. So after Sammy Watkins, more quarterbacks are coming off the board. Matt Ryan, Cortland Sutton, Latavius Murray, Kareem Hunt. The first defense picked at 8-8. Guys, also don't draft defenses this early. This is ridiculous. It's not a smart move. The system is based on ADP, but
sure. Even though a computer's making this pick, we could see this.
This computer is making this pick based off of real people that are making these picks. So, guys, stop drafting the Bears defense in the 8th round. What are you doing? My God. Okay. Yeah. I'm coming back on the clock here. I have 4 running backs. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at now. I at least want 5, but I do need another wide receiver because I only got 3 of them, and I also have 2, a flex spot that I need to fill as well. So it's important that I go ahead and get that taken care of. So as I'm looking at wide receivers here, I do like Larry Fitzgerald. I think in the 8th round is probably a little early. I feel like I could possibly get him in the 9th round if he comes back to me. I don't know if that's going to happen. But then I look at some of the other ones, and I'm not overly thrilled with what I got here.
Well, we are looking, much later in the draft, so not a ton of talent is going to be just, get yourself excited. This is just to fill the roster, right?
I would agree. I think Sterling Shepard is someone that can certainly break out. It's an offense that has a ton of vacated targets without having Odell Beckham there. Now, Saquon's obviously going to soak up some of those. Evan Ingram's going to soak up some of those. Golden Tate, when he comes back, is going to soak up some of those, but they're not all going to Golden Tate. I think Sterling Shepard is a player that I'm very excited about. But I'm going to lean Larry Fitzgerald, and I'm going to take Larry Fitzgerald here. And the reason I'm taking him is because that offense is going to, whether they're going to move the ball a lot, they're going to run a lot of plays. Does that make them a great NFL team? No, but Chip Kelly was great for fantasy football offenses, and I think that Cliff Kingsbury is going to be the same. So Larry Fitzgerald coming off the board for me at 809. Kyler Murray, David Njoku, Corey Davis, Russell Wilson, Royce Freeman, Jordan Howard coming back to me. I can get my guy Sterling Shepard here. I was looking at him already. I'm going to go ahead and draft him. We're moving on.
Sure.
9-4. We're going to speed this up a little bit. We have LaShawn McCoy, Ronald Jones, Westbrook, Harris, MVS, and now Ty's on the clock at 9-10.
I like the idea that Detroit picked up a new tight end, TJ Hawkinson. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'm not going to grab him just now, but
you want 2 tight ends?
I do eventually.
Why?
Because, thinking of the team format, you got to at least have one, and you can play one as a flex. And it's PPR. Some tight ends get the catches.
Rookie tight end? You want a rookie tight end?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm getting them now, Eric. I'm just putting that thought out there in the ethos.
Okay.
You know what I'm grabbing? Yes. I'm grabbing Booty Scootin'
Cam Newton.
Oh. So filling my quarterback position there, and I know he's going to get yards for me as long as he stays healthy, all that good stuff.
As long as he's healthy, this guy is a top 5 quarterback. I had to explain this to someone the other day. They're like, no, he was terrible for me last year. I said, when he was injured, he was terrible. When he was healthy, he's a top 5 quarterback, period, end of discussion.
So I'm actually really excited that this individual
That's
player,
a value pick at 9-10.
I'm really excited that this individual player is still around. This is Emmanuel Sanders, Denver. They got a new gun under center. Maybe he's going to get a little.
Before you make that pick,
catches.
Are you concerned about his Achilles at all? He tore his Achilles last year.
Yes, of course.
Are you concerned about that?
Of course, as much as anyone should be concerned about Will Fuller coming back after an ACL. I mean, a lot of these guys do have injuries, and this is someone who's sitting on the bench right now.
ACLs are a lot different than Achilles.
So I'm going to pick him up, Emmanuel Sanders, add him to the team. Got to be a fan.
All right. Coming down to me. We're going to start moving a little bit quicker here because we're getting into the back half of the draft. So I'm back on the clock here. Some of the players, as I'm still looking to fill out depth, this is where I start to turn my head maybe towards quarterback. Jameis Winston, Phillip Rivers, Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Prescott. I think I'm going to hold off for right now. I'm going to still continue to fill out some depth. I got 5 wide receivers, which I'm pretty happy with. Now I kind of want to look at some running backs. And there's one there that I'm actually very happy to take. He's going to be the starting running back coming out of camp. Even with Darius Geis, because this guy can't stay healthy, but as soon as Darius Geis goes down, it's going to be Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I thought you were eyeing him up. Yeah,
I'm not crazy about Adrian Peterson, but he's also my fourth running back, or he's my fifth. He's my fifth running back. I take that back. He's going to be a stream play.